There has been a huge Modern Warfare 2 update released. When I say huge, this update is 23 gig in size on the Xbox Series X. What I'm going to do is flick through the patch notes. There's not actually a lot to go through. There's going to be random gameplay in the background, and it feels as though Activision don't know what compression is. The developers that work on these games don't understand compression. The game is around 90 to 100 gig if you install everything. They're releasing 23 gig patches. So it does leave me concerned for a few things. We'll go through those in a different video. This one is going to be focusing on the patch notes. And just quickly before we get into the video, if you are looking to pick up cheap games, you want to get Modern Warfare 2 cheap, there is a link in the description that will take you through the CD keys. They're fast, they're reliable, they're cheap, and by using the link you will also be directly supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like on it. All support on the channel is greatly appreciated. And let's get into the patch notes for the Week 1 community update. So it says, hello MW2 players, it's been incredible to see so many of you playing the game in the last week, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. They've been working on a number of improvements and fixes over the last week since the game actually launched. So under the general updates tab, they've addressed a number of crashes affecting players across all platforms, including the bug that caused certain players partied up in-game to crash when they were matchmaking. They've also put out smaller updates alongside these. This one's like a major title update. They've also done some like back-end updates and stuff as well. So the update before this one of the back-end ones, provided additional stability in terms of crashing. They are going to continue to monitor live issue reports and provide resolutions as soon as they are able to. They have made general game improvements, including fixes for various camos not unlocking during progression. They have fixed frame rate drop issues. They've addressed known freezing issues. They've made overall performance improvements, and they've added fixes for stuttering and lag issues. Those are fantastic updates. On PC, they have released a hot fix for Nvidia, which has addressed some critical issues. It says make sure you are running the game on drivers 526.61 because there was issues with the drivers and it was causing really bad flickering and stuff on screen. So that should all be fixed now. You should be able to play without the flickering. Also, the PC benchmark map has been updated with a more accurate reading of the FPS display. And then it says be sure to follow their friends at Binox for additional updates for the game on PC. In terms of weapons, they are actively collecting weapon performance and usage data. They're going to provide detailed updates on weapon balancing with the launch of Season 1. So I've got a feeling snipers are going to get a little bit of a nerf. I've also got a feeling the AK-74U or whatever it's called, I feel that's going to be tuned a little bit, and maybe another couple of guns. They also said last week they disabled the attachment tuning feature due to an issue affecting players with 4 or more tuned attachments equipped at once. They have now re-enabled the tuning in the previous update, so players should no longer encounter further issues equipping attachments on a weapon. Another thing, I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually mention it, but they went ahead and they scrapped having to purchase or pre-order the Vault edition of the game through previous titles or anything, and if you just simply own the Vault edition of the game now, within the next, I think it's about 24 hours at the time of me recording this, they will award you your XP tokens. You're going to get 10 hours, that's 10 separate hours of double weapon XP and double XP. You'll get 10 of each of them. Each one lasts an hour. Remember, make sure you set your timers. I spoke about this in my previous tips video because there's not actually an in-game timer, and these are real-time double XP tokens. When you enable one, it's not in-game time, it's real time. So you activate it at 6 PM, it's going to run out at 7 PM. You play one match that ends at 10 past 6, you go off for your dinner. When you come back at 5 past 7, you have no double XP left, you've wasted a good 50 minutes or so. So make sure you put the timers on, but you will be awarded the double XP tokens within the next day or so if you don't already have them. I've already got mine. And right now you just need to own the Vault edition of the game, which is fantastic news because there was a lot of confusion around it. Then into the multiplayer changes, the enemy or live ping will remain disabled in multiplayer until a fix is implemented with the launch of Season 1. This is due to a bug where ping remained on some players after death. Keyboard and mouse players are currently still able to ping danger. Also, the player icon on the minimap will no longer disappear after a player is revived in certain modes. Then in terms of the maps and playlists, they have added the Breenberg Hotel map into their third-person mosh pit mode. And I absolutely love third-person when it comes to the beta, but for some reason I still haven't played it in the full release. So I'm going to have to play that, and I might pop out a video or something with my opinions and stuff. We'll have to see. But the other map and playlist change does just state there are no significant map changes, but they have patched various exploits and geometry bugs in the days since the launch of the game. They're also going to continue to address small fixes through daily updates. In terms of the UI, so the user interface, they are going to continue to refine their UI and will have more details in the Season 1 launch notes. In addition to changes they've already made, they are also actively tracking live issues. Some of the known issues at the moment include, and it says we are aware of the following issues and fixes are in the works, for riot shields providing invincibility against Chopper Gunner and VTOL, DDoS field upgrade availability bug, and there's also a bug affecting helicopter height, which allows them to leave the map in some instances. Then it just says you can stay up to date for live issue tracking and stuff on their Trello board, and on the Trello board, they've basically added what they fixed and everything like that. There's a big update to it. I'll leave the Trello board linked in the description, and that leads me on to my final note. They still have not, in any way, shape or form, addressed the false bans. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. It's great that they've added in the double XP tokens for everyone with the Vault Edition. It's fantastic they're getting out bug fixes and stuff for crashing, lag, all that sort of stuff. But they still haven't said a single word about those false bans. It would be amazing and it would put the game in a really good state because I've played a few matches since this update. I've not had any lag. My game hasn't crashed. Well, I say it hasn't crashed. It's kicked me back to the main menu after my match has finished, so there's no issue with it. It's not affecting gameplay, but after a match ends, it kicks me back to the main menu. It pops up on my screen saying that the game requires a 6.2 gig update, and I press to do the update. It doesn't do anything, and it says that there's a disk read error, but I own the game, the digital version of the game, so I don't know why that's happening. So it's not exactly a crash. I haven't actually experienced crashing. I think besides one time I went to load into a match, I had system error. So it wasn't like a crash to dashboard or anything like that. But according to the patch notes, they have fixed a lot of stuff. They've been doing back-end changes as well. If they can just address the false bans, this game is looking to pick up and be in a really good position before Season 1. As I said, I do have my concerns. I'll address them in another video coming soon. And that is going to do it for this one. Check out this video if you want to see other Modern Warfare 2 content on the channel. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.